So how to present your service or product in your market, in your audience? Well, fundamentally, our products and services are simply just offers. At the end of the day, essentially what we are giving out is our offer. So the value proposition presented to our prospects in exchange for money or another form of payment is our offer, right? The value exchange that we're giving in the sense of, okay, if you're a coach, you're offering your coaching services. If you're a mentor, you're offering your mentor. If you're a content creator, you may be offering coaching. You may be offering your info products, your digital products. So that is essentially our offer. So an offer typically includes the product or service, the price, and any other terms. It represents the solutions to a customer's problem or the fulfillment of their need, which is essentially what makes our products and services valuable to to the customer, to the consumer, right? So is it fair to say that one of the most important things you can do for your business is having the best offer? And that's what we're going to talk about today, is creating an irresistible offer that you can present to your market, and be able to convert, be able to attract, will be able to essentially convert attention into paying attention, right? So basically our offer is more than just a good deal, right? And that's why it's a transformation. It's more than a good deal, it's a transformation. And that's why it's got to be so valuable, because a transformation, essentially the reason why we are even providing a service, has to be valuable enough for our ICP, for our ideal client, for them to accept, right? So essentially the goal is to create a transformation. And in most cases, that transformation is from current, which is pain, which is painful for them. Where they are right now is painful. That could either be if they're looking for a gym membership, where they are currently as their body shape, maybe how they feel, if you're paying for a service, right? So your current is your pain, and then the desired is good, right? So people will buy with emotions and justify for logic, right? So this is just quick, like a little tip. Your offer needs to tap into your both, right? Emotionally, it's got to create desire and urgency, and then logically, it should feel like a no-brainer because the transformation is so clear. So we can use testimonials, quick results, and social proof to trigger these emotions to further push out a decision, right? So I just wanted to touch up on that real quick. So the three crucial elements of creating this type of irresistible offer, this offer that will get your market, that will get your prospects from point A to point B, is these three types of elements, which is the perceived value, social proof, and then a unique selling proposition, right? So number one, right? So perceived value, right? So your prospects must see that your service or your offer, your product, as something worth investing into, right? It needs to be more than valuable than whatever they're giving up in exchange for it. So are they giving up money? Are they giving up their time, their energy? So if they are, most cases all three, especially in today's world where we're really providing our services, right? It's usually for money, time, or energy. So we need to make sure that our offer, that our service essentially is able to outweigh those, right? So in exchange, so it looks like, let me get out my pen. So essentially it looks like, this is your prospect. They must see your offer as more important than what they're giving up. So that's money, time, or energy, right? So it has to be more important than all these three things for them able to exchange it for your offer, right? So second is USP. So what makes your service or program different and better than anything else out there, right? Your unique selling proposition, right? How is your digital product? How's your service? How's it different from anyone out there, right? So social proof, so then you need social proof because you need to build that trust right off the bat. So trust is built with being 100% real with your audience and providing true value, but is also built by showcasing tangible results, whether through testimonials, case studies, or success stories. So you really need to touch up on all three things, and in order to create an irresistible offer, right? So this is where essentially the front end of your brand needs to nurture and warm up your prospects. Providing valuable based content that is both valuable and usable is going to determine whether or not your service or program is worth it to them. Also, leveraging your own experiences to connect and resonate with your audience will lead to your audience trusting you and therefore hearing out your offer, right? So it's essentially an exchange, right? Exchange of value. So how we actually go about creating our offer is we need to understand what kind of transformation we need to get or market our audience. What transformation do they need to go, right? We do this by getting them from point A to point B. So an offer that doesn't address a real problem will struggle to gain traction and attention, right? Your first step is essentially to understand your audience's deepest pain points. So we got to remember that whatever service we are selling to our audience is a transformation. They don't care about the systems or the steps or the platforms or the actions they need to take. They just care about the end result, right? They just care about the transformation. They just care about the results that they will get. So when presenting our offer, it's got to be about the transformation. It's got to be about the results, right? So essentially, this is where they're at. This is their current situation. They're confused. They need help. They're in pain. What our offer is essentially is this, literally just solving their pains, their problems. So you solve their first, their second, their third, and fourth, and now they're happy. Now this is their desire. This is their goal. They have the crown on their head. They're good, right? So you need to figure out their frustrations. What problems are they actively trying to solve? And we need to get specific. If we speak directly to these pain points, to these problems, you'll capture their attention immediately. And once you have their attention, you can present your offer as their problems and basically sell your offer as a solution, right? So to find these pain points, you need to listen to your audience. So we can do this a couple ways. You can conduct straight up surveys to ask them, what they're struggling with. Engaging in community forums or even reading comments on other people's content, right? So for example, if you're a gym owner, a lot of people, what they do, or an online coach, what a lot of people they do is they go and they look out for other reviews. What are they doing good? What are they doing bad? Really just trying to understand our audience to the max, right? So we can use this affirmation to then tailor our offer. If we can describe their problem better than they can, they'll naturally assume that you have the solution, right? So once you understand the pain points, you need to then position your service as a definite solution, as the only solution. Frame your service as essentially the bridge that will get them from the current to desired situation, right? So now when talking about the value of our offer, we got to combine both tangible value rather than intangible value, right? Excuse me, this is a typo. We gotta combine tangible value and intangible value. We gotta combine both of them. Now, tangible benefits, tangible value includes the specific deliverables. What are they like intangible, like in real life? What are they getting? They're getting the course. They're getting maybe Zoom calls. Maybe they're getting free resources, right? Intangible benefits, on the other hand, are things like time saved, reduced stress, sense of achievement, right? So these are the variables that these are the things that they are getting in return for it, right? So they have a certain, let's say, content, they have a certain schedule, and because of that schedule, they improve time management, right? Now they're doing their tasks. Now they're doing what needs to be done. Rather than when presenting an offer, just be like, okay, I'm just offering you a free schedule. Include what the benefits of the schedule is, right? So instead of focusing on what's included, focus on what the client will get out of it. So instead of saying 12 coaching calls, explain that this will give them personalized guidance, actionable steps, and accountability to ensure their success, to ensure that they will get to their desired result. And then what I talked about earlier, benefits tap into emotion, and it's the emotional payoff that drives purchasing decisions, right? So essentially, they're here, they're always going to be in pain, and instead of just giving out, okay, I'm giving out courses, the Zoom calls, the 24-hour live chat with me, now you're actually giving the benefits of working with you. Reduce stress, they now know what to do. If you're doing like UGC, you can promise like brand deals, portfolio, stuff like that, right? So now we need to actually build out the offer. So if we're able to hit each of these targets in the offer equation, which I literally just screenshotted off Alex Hormozi, he had a little like sales video, and I literally just screenshot this off his video. We will provide, so if we're able to hit these three things, we will provide high value, which will allow us to charge high ticket, right? So essentially it's you take the dream outcome, so the goal, then you multiply that by the perceived likelihood of achievement. How likely are you able to get those results? How long is it going to take? And how much effort and sacrifice do they need for those results? Usually this is like money, this is energy, this is time. So how much money, energy do they need to sacrifice, or just straight up effort, right? And then this is going to lead to having good value. So if we're able to touch up on every single point, we'll be able to essentially solve problems and then provide that value, right? So what does this look like, right? What does this actually look like? So what I'm describing right now in our value creation is this right here, getting our leads to already customers, right? Because essentially this part is our lead generation. This is what I talk about in another video, but today we're focusing on essentially getting our leads to customers. So we do this in my kind of funnel that I've been using with content creators, that I've been using for myself. What we do is when presenting our offer, we first need to convert them. We first need to convert the attention we're getting, and then be able to have them in a place where then we can actually offer them. So we do this by setting up these conversion mechanisms. Now, as we see, there's a couple ways that we can do this. We can do having just a straight up unique mechanism. This is just a way that you have an offer that is so unique to you that that's all you really need to sell. But there's ways that we can convert using content, a video sales letter, newsletter, having a community. Even with testimonials, you're able to use those and leverage those to be able to convert. So essentially, what we talk about up here with our high value, essentially we need to provide that down here. So then after we're able to convert them, that's when we're able to give our offer, right? So taking them through essentially this right here will get them to essentially opt into your offer, be able to listen to you, and then that's when you're able to essentially start working with them. So I hope that made sense. This was a pretty quick run through of landing your offer in a crowded market, right? Essentially your service or product, right? How to actually push that out, right? And essentially using conversion mechanisms to then convert that attention and then be able to put in your offer right there. So like I said, if you are a content creator, definitely check out my channel for more. I have videos like these all the time where I basically just break down essentially lead generation, how to acquire more clients, client acquisition, basically all the needs that you need as a content creator as you're selling your coaching or your service or your products. So I hope that made some sense. And yeah, I appreciate for everyone watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Peace.